because it seemed like sometimes you mentioned upper and lower. You said southern and northern. Were you talking about the land they call Kymyt, upper northeast Africa?
Yep. Talking about they call it lower Kymyt. Lower Kymyt is really upper.
Okay.
That's near the Mediterranean. That's near the Mediterranean. And then you hit the land of Canaan.
True that. Well, you had mentioned that the North was cutting off some of the trade to the South.
Right, because that's the only place you can get. If you go that way, right? But that takes you straight on up. You're saying to Syria, Europe and all that.
Okay, true that. But
yeah,
we know that the Ethiopians had a long history of trade with the Mediterranean, Caucasian. Am I right?
Yeah, now we see how they was doing it. Why they had a whole long history? You see how they was doing that shit.
True that. But I found something that I couldn't understand. Why would Ethiopia, which is farther south, still maintain a trade, but a section of Kymyt was cut off from trade, or so-called Kymyt, because we know that ain't the real name, right?
Well, when you say music, you say Ethiopia, and you're right. At times, Nubia did continue trade. If you look at the period of the Hyksos, or what some people call the Hebrew period, you look at that period, you'll find out that the Nubians was trading with the Hyksos, or trading with the Hebrews.
Hello.
True.
You'll see that.
Yeah.
You'll see that.
Oh, okay, I'm privy to that. I'm privy to that. But what I'm not understanding, or what I'm trying to get an understanding now, is where you mentioned that one part was cut off from the trade, where one
right,
part
they want to cut you off. Right, they cut them off.
The trade. But I'm saying farther south, even farther south, was continuing their trade runs and routes without it being hindered. Why would one part of so-called Kymyt or Northeast Africa be cut off?
Now let's get it. Now what time period you talking about? Now you know we talking about pre-dynastic now.
True that.
We wasn't talking about the dynastic. I hadn't gotten to the dynastic period now.
Very well. But what I'm saying is,
you talking about Kush now.
True that. I'm saying so is Ethiopia. It's the part of the House of Kush. I'm saying whenever you discuss any part of so-called Kymyt, Ethiopia was already there. So whatever history of so-called Kymyt or its rulers or its kings that's in questioning, you have to know that the kings of Ethiopia had already been there, still in established.
That wasn't the problem, though. That wasn't the problem.
True that, but I'm saying my whole point was I seen that a trade route was cut off, but I see another southern part of the same Kushite family continue their trades, and this was during the same time of the establishment of the place or the civilization you call Kymyt. I found that a little peculiar. I found that quite peculiar.
Okay, let's
do we agree that by these names, Kymyt, Nubia, and Ethiopia are all part of Kush?
It's the same thing, yo. We talking about the same place, yo.
What we talking about?
You talking about the great-grandmother. You talking about the great-grandmother, yo.
True that. I see what you're saying, but I'm saying...
Ethiopia is a Greek word. That's a Greek word, yo. You want to say Cushy?
Yeah,
we say Cushy.
Kushite, Kush, Whoosh. True that. That's not the point. I'm saying we agree that...
Hold on. You said they were still trading with them, right? The point I'm trying to show you, the problem wasn't the trading. That wasn't the problem.
Right? I'm not mentioning the problem was they were trading. I'm saying, how is it that one part trade...
You talking about, you said how was Libya cut off and Ethiopia wasn't? And I'm saying during this period, when you talk about minutes, you talking about the Ethiopian king. That's what I'm trying to show you.
When you talking about minutes?
Yeah, he is an Ethiopian king.
This is not the menace that was initially credited for founding or unifying Kymyt until they found the Norma Palette. This is the one. And then they began to refer to Norma and Menace as the same, as one and the same.
You got three minutes.
Okay, so it's the other one you're talking about. Very well. Okay, all right, I'm with you. I'm here now. I'm here. All right, brother, I'd like to continue to listen.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a real good question. But the point wasn't that that they was trading with these motherfuckers. The point was that the damn law, they started just wholesale, not controlling the migration, you know what I'm saying? Letting them in, start getting greedy with the trade, you know what I'm saying? Just doing too much. Messing up the empire. And the deep part about, you know what's deep about that though? That's what, in the end, that's what got Egypt. That's what killed it. That's what killed it.
Well, my question, bro, now is that you are aware that Christ, Christos, all of these terms initially meant, or most commonly meant, anointed. No more than just being anointed. Anybody could be anointed. There was many Christ, many anointed people, many anointed kings and queens.
Good point, bro. That's a good point. Absolutely.
So I'm saying it wasn't necessarily talking about a specific person or a specific individual, male or female. It was talking about an act. You know, but these fools took it all the way left. I mean, but it is what it is. But I would like to get it, but that'd be a whole conversation or another day where we could discuss the downfall of Kymyt. You know, when they had all of the science, they had the chemistry, they had the mathematics, they had Mayat, they had all of these things. They had Nu, they had Ra, they had Horus, they had Emotep, they had all of these things, but they still failed as a society.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about why though? I can give you a key component of why. Because the Asian kings have started to come in, and what they did was, they started to put their family member into the priesthood, yo.
Well, I would like to discuss that, bro.
You can literally look at the records and show you where and don't never get confused, Lion. During the time period, when you talk about when they fell, you got like 3-4 different people consider themselves the king of Egypt, yo. And they never teach you that.
Oh, okay, I dig that. And once upon a time, they had various kings in each region, in each different
everybody
region.
Claiming it, right? Everybody claiming to be king, right?
True that. But I was saying I would like to deal with some of the major flaws of the society, given that they had all of this particular wisdom. They had all of these ideas, these theories, these gods, or, and you know, I'm going to say it so you agree with it, or they aspects of nature, or they aspects of beings that they, you know, taught and leaned upon that later became deityized later. But one of my questions, oh man, I'm really under the weather and my mind is racing. I want to talk about the Asiatic people. I can show that they were always there. They had always been in that land amongst those people who you call the Kymites.
You right?
What role
I don't doubt that. You right. You right. I don't disagree with you.
What roles they may play, or when they became intermingled, and when they became of power, we may differ on that. We may have a reason when at that point occurred. But we can always show that they were always there and part of the society from the beginning. Before Norma, before Menace, they were there. They were part of the landscape. And you know, I like to reason that, but that's another day because you're talking about white Jesus. And I was sorry.
We weren't talking about the original Christians or the followers of Dindu.
Sure, but I kept hearing you read about white Jesus and what thus said white Jesus.
Oh no, you could. You should have caught the whole. Yeah, you should have caught
the Testament, bro. But
yeah, but them angels was you know, them angels was always hanging around, yo. I totally agree with you.
I suspect that they came into power and they had a stronger role than taught. We are looking at it from a black militant or black conscious or black aware position.
Wait. I don't know about all that, dog. You talking about, you know what I'm saying?
We'll get into that another day. We'll get
into
that another day.
You talking about the lower or the upper? What you talking about?
I'm talking about the upper.
But you couldn't be no foreigner.
I'm talking about the upper that filtered down into the lower.
No, you said it wrong. You said it wrong.
What do you mean?
The upper is the lower.
Correct me.
The upper is the lower.
The upper is the lower. Well,
the
lower.
How about we do the south?
Come again.
Yeah, the upper is the south. Upper is the south.
How you say it?
Yeah, I usually say south.